In the latest video I uploaded, which is a tour of my drawing, I found an old drawing that I made about a year ago. And I feel like I want to redraw it, but with my current level and style. Then compare the difference between my level now and my level a year ago. That's today's idea, so let's get started. So this is the drawing. If you watched the video before this one, then you definitely seen this drawing. I drew it on May 9, 2024, so basically almost a year ago. And yes, that was my art level 1 year ago. So today I'm going to redraw it with my current level. Don't focus on my sketchbook, by the way, it's full of colors and doodles, because it's always my little guinea pig for color and tone whenever I want to test some colors. This paper here I was feeling bored, so I decided to practice drawing eyes. And this one is where I test color before coloring the actual drawing. And this drawing, I liked it, but unfortunately I ruined it with the coloring, so I just abandoned it. And this one I drew, but I still haven't colored it yet. When my motivation returned, I color it. Now let's start drawing. I start with a pencil sketch first, and after I finish, I'll ink it. While I'm drawing, I want to tell you something. So I just opened my channel and I'm still at the beginning. You don't really know me yet or know anything about me except my name, I guess. I have the idea to make a Q&A video, but we're currently 162 subscribers. So it's still very early. I'll make the Q&A when we reach 500 subscribers, so at least I have a small audience. So if you want the video soon, I hope you subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram too, because I'll probably collect your question there. We might even do small activities over on Instagram. And thank you so much. Back to the drawing. Here I go to draw the hand, and you know the hand is the thing I can't draw at all. It always ends up looking weird and not right. Like, seriously, what is this? Anyway, it's fine. Let's continue. Here I reached the dress, and honestly I didn't like it because it has no details or accessories or anything. It only has something very simple. So I didn't really like how it looked. If you focus on the old drawing, you'll notice the character has long eyelashes, so I'm going to do the same thing in my drawing. And now I finished the whole sketch. Now we move to the inking part. But first, before inking, I have to lighten the pencil lines a bit so the drawing doesn't get messy with pencil and ink. I'm going to take the 0.5 ink pen. It's the one I use the most for inking because it's not too thick, not too thin. I didn't feel much of the inking part because my big head was in the middle of the shoot, almost covering the paper, so I didn't record that part. Now after finishing the inking, I'm going to erase all the remaining pencil. I don't know if this happens to everyone or just me, but whenever I erase the pencil after inking, the drawing always looks worse than before. Like the pencil sketch always look better, but when I ink it, the details disappear or something just happens. So tell me if the same thing happens to you too. Hi, this is EVANYA from the next day. I didn't finish coloring yesterday because I didn't have enough energy for drawing or coloring, so I stopped it, but now we're continuing. First thing, I start coloring in the hair. I'll use these colors. They're actually acrylic but very light, like watercolors. I also use these colors. I know they kinda were for you, but I explain my way of using them. I take the color I want to use and put it on the palette. Then I use the watercolor brush that comes with this set. And I start mixing water and the color on the palette like this. Actually, these pencils are waxy and mean for coloring of fabric, but it's okay to invent another useful way to use them. Now, as you see, I can color easily on paper and get the color I want. Anyway, let's start coloring. I start with a light layer first, then add another darker layer to get the right hair strand effect. What I like about these ink pens is that they're waterproof. The ink doesn't smear while coloring, whether with markers, watercolors, acrylics, whatever. So the black ink doesn't ruin the paper. Now, while the hair color dries, I color the yellow dress. Oh my god, this color is so bright. But I have no choice. I'll continue the drawing anyway. Now I add the second layer to the hair, which will be darker than the first. And now I add the last layer, which is the darkest for the hair. I think the drawing is getting better. Now I use almost the same color to color this part of the dress. Next, I start adding some shadows in some areas of the dress. Honestly, I don't really know much about shading or where to put it, so don't expect anything amazing for me in shading. Oh my god, I'm sorry, but I told you not to expect something amazing for me. Anyway, let's start coloring the skin. No need to tell you how long it took to get this skin tone. I started mixing and blending colors for so long until I got this shade. Oh my goodness, this color, it looks okay on camera, but in real life, it's bad. But unfortunately, there's no undo button. I have to continue no matter what. Now I'll use this pencil, I don't know his name, to draw the eye. And I'll use the marker to color it. Now I'll add some final touches with purple. Don't forget the signature, the date, and yep, we're done. Honestly, the result isn't too bad. It's okay, even though I could draw a better one, but I was more busy with filming. Anyway, the drawing is amazing and really shows the difference between my art level now and a year ago. The difference is huge. Tell me in the comments which one you like it more. And I think that's everything. See you in the next video. Bye!